Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Exoprimal. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zarel. Let's get to it. So today we're going through and talking about Exoprimal, specifically the closed or open beta that happened recently. But before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. So let's get into it. So the Exoprimal is coming out soon, sooner than you would think, in July if it doesn't get pushed back. And they had a couple of tests and betas and let people figure out what's going on and fix any glaring problems before it comes out to the masses. Now, in Exoprimal, you are a human in a suit, an exosuit, and you're basically fighting against dinosaurs. There's an AI that is setting up these contests between different groups of exosuits. So you have a team. This is I'm going to say the main play mode in the game, called Dino Survival. It is 5v5, but PvE with some PvP elements to it. So mainly it's just going to be you and your team versus the dinosaurs. Now there are three different branches or professions or types of exosuits. There's Assault, which is straightforward. It does a lot of damage very quickly. You have the more tank-like suits, which have more HP and they can take more damage. And then there are the support suits. So with a five-member team, you're probably going to have either 2 tanks, 2 assaults, and 1 support, or you're going to have 3 assaults, 1 tank, and 1 support. It really kind of depends on how well everything is gelling with your group. If your assault team is doing a really bang-up job and taking out dinosaurs as soon as they pop up, then you really only need 1 tank. But if things are not quite going the way that you would like, people are going down on your team, then of course you might want to do 2 tanks. I wouldn't say ever have more than 1 support on a team, because supports do very, very little damage. So it's not going to turn out very well for your team if you have more than 1 support. Now, one of the nice things about Exoprimal is that you can change your exosuit whenever you want. So if you find out that you've got 2 tanks, but maybe you really don't need it, you can switch to a different class. You can switch to a different suit, whatever you want to do. So if you guys aren't pumping out enough damage, you can switch from a tank to a assault, or vice versa. You're doing a lot of damage, but you need a little bit more HP burn. Your team's HP is just getting burned through too quickly, even for your support. But really, whatever you think your team needs. If you really think your team needs an extra support, then certainly go ahead and do it. But I don't know that is ever going to be the case. Anyway, enough about metrics here. So in the beta, there were 3 assault classes to choose from, 3 tank classes, and 3 supports. All work slightly differently. You had the basic assault, which was very, very straightforward. You just have like an assault rifle and a grenade, and that's the one that I'm playing right now. And then you have another one that is a little bit more range, grenade type. It's a fire guy, and then there's a long range one that is more of a sniper. There we go. I'm switching up to the fire one now. There is a little bit of cooldown. You can see the percentage in the bottom right-hand corner when you can swap out. So you definitely want to do it in between waves. And you can see at the top middle where your team is at, on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side where the enemy team is at, which node they're at, how close they are to finishing. So you have your main attack, and then you have like a special attack, and then like a grenade or ranged attack, and it really depends on what class you're playing and which particular exosuit you have. And then you also have a meter that's charging up, starts at 0%, goes up to 100%, and that's your overdrive, kind of like your super. And everyone's super is different, which is nice because then they feel unique and personalized, and certain situations call for one particular type of exosuit or another. Now, I did notice that there was one type of exosuit that seemed to edge out others. So hopefully that will be addressed before or day one patch. The other thing is that everything is in the beta was all just Dino Survival. I hope that there's going to be, and there's the overdrive there, for their sake, that they're going to have more game modes to play, because even with variety in the Dino Survival, you're going to see every iteration of that pretty quickly, even with different teammates. Even if you don't have a pre-made team of 5 that is going to be playing, you're going to see all the different iterations relatively quickly. I would say within the first week of playing. So hopefully there are multiple modes. What I'd really like is if they had an open world where you can kind of explore around. You can kind of see where dinosaurs are supposed to pop up, and then engage. Or if you would rather just explore, then of course avoid those areas. So this whole thing is set on an island. So obviously the amount of space and the types of biomes are going to be somewhat limited. More rural, organic areas, and then more streets and civilized areas, and that's about it. So playing with teams, it's still a competition, even though it is PvE. There, depending on the round of Dino Survival, there was at the end a last push escorting a data key where you could engage with the other team once you got close to the end. So here's the data key. You're escorting the data key. The more people that are within that square, the faster it'll go, and the higher your percentage will go. Your percentage will go much, much faster if you have everyone on your team close by or within that little perimeter that you see. And of course it'll go slower otherwise. And you can see at the top how many people are within the square for each team. And then of course as you get to certain milestones, percentages, then you'll get an announcement saying, hey, your rival team is already at 50% or 25% or whatever. They're about to win, and you can kind of see where you're at. Now the data key can be damaged and destroyed, so of course you have to protect it as well. So in the beginning, at this point, you're not going to be seeing the other team at all. As you get further along, you're going to be more and more likely to see someone from the other team, because obviously if the rival team doesn't have anyone because they're all dead within that perimeter of the data key, then of course they're not going to be getting progress. But anyway, I digress. It was really fun, and I think it would be really fun for a short amount of time. Even playing with the different exosuits, it's going to feel like a grind pretty quick, I think, regardless of your team setup and regardless of how many different iterations there are. There would really, I mean, literally have to be 100 different scenarios for it to last any more than, say, a week. So I'm assuming that they didn't have all the iterations because there were obviously duplicates where you would see either the same dinosaurs, or you would have the same situation like the data cube, etc. So you obviously need diversity in the scenarios, diversity in the exosuits, which were there, which was nice, and different game modes, so that it wasn't just like, oh, you got to go here, you got to go take out the dinosaurs, oh, okay, now you move to a different place and take out more dinosaurs. Even if they're different dinosaurs, like pteranodons instead of raptors, or these sniper dinosaurs, or carnivores, etc. So having those things available and having the ability to have different situations is certainly really, really important. Having that variety is essential to keep the gameplay fresh. Alright, but I'm not going to talk the whole time. I'll let you see a couple of, I think, 4 different rounds of this. Additionally, when you start in, you get the tutorial and you get some of the backstory. So it goes through the whole thing of why you're on the island, how you got on the island, and kind of what's going on. Plus, as you hit certain milestones, you get, or play a certain number of games, you get more of the backstory and what's going on within the game. So those are nice little add-ons to what would be very, very grindy. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and we'll see you next time.
Let's watch the world burn.
The data key has been destroyed. Maintain proximity to initiate reactivation.
Thank you.
Data key has been destroyed. Beginning preparations for the data key. Preparations progress more quickly when friendly exofighters are near the data key.
Yeah.
Continue escorting the
I
data
let me know.
This won't be the last ride.
Data key transfer preparation 60%. Aerial transfer will be initiated soon. Combat test complete. You are victorious. This team demonstrates tremendous potential. There will be a rest. Please wait. Summon raptors.
Thank you.
Summoning raptors. Summoning raptors. Dinosaur call complete. You are completing objectives slower than the enemy team. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission. Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning raptors. Summoning raptors. Summoning raptors. Summoning pteranodons. Summoning pteranodons. Dinosaur call complete. You are completing objectives slower than the enemy team. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission. Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning raptors. Summoning Pachycephalosauruses. Dinosaur call complete. You are completing objectives slower than the enemy team. Follow the nav line and join the mission. Follow the nav line and join the mission. Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning a T-Rex. Summoning raptors. A T-Rex is on the move. Pursue it. Summoning sniper neosaurs. Summoning Dilophosaurus. Summoning raptors.
I needed that. I need repairs.
The enemy team has progressed to the final mission. Act quickly. Close.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Overdrive ready. Orders waiting. Foster salvo! Got your back.
Pursue the target and eliminate it. Estimated times. Transitioning to final mission. You
You're
are
not going
completing
anywhere.
objectives slower than the enemy team. The final mission will be data key security. Proximity to the data key will cause it to advance. Escort it to the objective. If the data key is destroyed, remain in proximity to repair it. The enemy data key has progressed 20%. A Dominator has been generated for your team. Use the Dominator to commandeer a dinosaur and attack the enemies. Summoning gas neosaurs. Summoning raptors.
Nice work.
The enemy data key has progressed 40%. Summoning raptors. Escort progress 20%.
Nice work.
I have awarded the enemy team
Nice
a
work.
dominator. They may invade with a hostile dinosaur. Summoning gas neosaurs.
I needed that.
The enemy data key has progressed 60%.
I needed that.
Summoning sniper neosaurs. Escort progress 40%.
Keep that up.
Your allies are on the offensive. Team. Summoning gas neosaurs. Summoning raptors. Dominator activated. Take advantage of this unique asset and defeat the enemies. The enemy data key has progressed 80%. The enemy team is on the offensive. Fight back. Warning. The enemy team has activated the Dominator. Enemy-controlled dinosaur incoming. Prioritize its destruction. The enemy team's victory is near. Demonstrate the necessary skills to avoid defeat. The enemy data key has progressed 90%. Consider directly attacking enemy exoplanes. Stay near the data key to escort and complete the mission. Summon sniper. Escort progress 60%.
critical. Need repairs. Nice work. Gotta fix myself up. Keep that up. Frag out!
Escort progress, 80%. A well-balanced combat.
I need repairs.
The data key is badly damaged. The data key has been destroyed. Maintain proximity to initiate reactivation. Combat. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summon raptors. Summoning raptors. Dinosaur call complete. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Follow the Watcher. Proceed to next mission. Initiating Dinosaur Cull mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning Raptors. Summoning Raptors. Summoning raptors. Summoning pteranodons. Summoning pteranodons. Dinosaur call complete. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Proceed to next mission. Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Follow the narrative. Enjoy the mission. Summon raptors. Pachycephalosaurus. Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Initiating VTOL defense mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning raptors. You are too far from the combat zone. Return now or receive a forced transfer. Exterminate incoming hostile targets. If you fail to defend the asset, you will be forced to repeat the exercise. Dinosaurs are attacking the VTOL. Pay attention to its durability. Summoning raptors. Summoning Pachycephalosaurus. Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Proceed to next mission. Follow the nav line for your mission. Summoning Sinornithosauruses. Summoning Sinornithosauruses. Summoning Dilophosaurus. Summoning Pteranodons. Summoning Sinornithosauruses. Summoning Dilophosaurus. The enemy team is disrupting your progress with a Stage 1 dinosaur upgrade. Dinosaur call complete. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Proceed to next mission. Summoning raptors. Summoning Sinornithosauruses. Summoning Dilophosaurus. The dinosaur upgrade period has ended. Resetting levels. Summoning a Triceratops. Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Warning, you will now commence the final mission. Brace yourselves for interdimensional travel. Prepare for combat. The final mission will be Omega Charge. Retrieve the hammer with your team, and then defeat dinosaurs to charge it. Fully charge the hammer and use it to destroy the target. Summoning raptors. gas neosoldiers. Summoning raptors. Warning, the enemy team has entered this dimension. You are at great risk of being attacked. Stay alert at all times. Summoning a Triceratops. Summoning raptors. Summoning raptors. Summoning raptors. Your team has destroyed Barrier A. Summoning T-Rex. Summoning gas neosoldiers. Summoning raptors.
Hold his leg in.
Summoning gas neosoldiers. Summoning raptors.
Nice work.
The enemy team has destroyed Barrier A. Your team has destroyed Barrier B. I have awarded the enemy team a dominator. They may invade a hostile dinosaur. Summoning a T-Rex. Summoning raptors. Warning. The enemy team has activated the dominator. Enemy controlled dinosaur incoming. Prioritize its destruction. Summon raptors.
Initiate commence restoration.
Are you a trained professional?
Summoning raptors. Summoning sniper neosoldiers. Summoning gas neosoldiers. Summoning raptors.
Enemy stunned.
The enemy team has destroyed Barrier B. The enemy team has entered the final area. Catch up to win. The Dominator has been generated for your team. Use the Dominator to commandeer a dinosaur and attack the enemies. Summoning gas neosoldiers. Summoning sniper neosoldiers. Summoning raptors.
Troubleshoot initiated.
Keep that up.
longer active. Take advantage of this unique asset by defeating the enemies.
Even in moving on path. Engaging combat.
Victory is near. Demonstrate exemplary combat ability by defeating the enemy team.
Well done.
Summoning gas
Defense
neosaurs.
subtlety
Summoning
reinitializing
sniper neosaurs.
Resuming combat. Charging systems.
Summoning raptors.
Enemy stunned.
Summoning gas neosaurs. Summoning sniper neosaurs. Combat test complete. You are victorious. This team demonstrates tremendous potential. There will be a rest interval until the next combat test. Take full advantage of this incredible employee benefit.
Preparing for next mission.
Behold, the best exofighters in this war game. Summon the raptors. The Triceratops is on the move. Pursue.
Form shield initiated. Assistance acknowledged. Ready for immobilized.
You have been recognized as outstanding subjects. Regular test aborted. Initializing separate program. Alert. You have been invited to participate in a special final exercise. Brace yourselves for interdimensional travel. Prepare for combat. You will now combat a high-performance saurian specimen. A special project developed by yours truly. In this mission, both teams will cooperate to achieve the objective. However, if you cannot defeat the dinosaur within the time limit, or if you suffer eliminations beyond expected metrics, you will fail the mission and be flagged for mortal sunset. Let us begin with a preliminary test. Dispose of the dinosaur swarm and show me you have what it takes to advance.
Commence restoration.
You weren't giving up, were you?
Keep that up. Keep that up.
Vortex energy boosted to maximum. Commencing Carnage Module beta test. You do not have authorization to die. I will now demonstrate an unstoppable raptor horde. Do your best to stay alive. For this advanced combat simulation, I am setting your survival chances at 5%. Please enjoy this peak-level combat scenario. Fight well. If you lose here, you are unfit for additional war games. Summon the sniper monsters.
Assistance in progress. Overdrive ready.
Summoning gas neosource. Demography shows that humans respond to lethal threats. I am looking forward to your survival efforts. You seem to thrive as death approaches. This pleases me. Summoning gas neosource.
Enemy stunned. Defense subroutine activated.
Preliminary experimentation complete. And now to kick off the tentacle round. I will summon a Neo T-Rex. Work together to defeat it. I would not want to lose my prized test subjects. I cannot gather combat data without you. You will be operating with a respawn limit. Surpassing this limit will result in failure. Summoning a Neo T-Rex.
Defense subroutine activated. Dinosaurs mobilized. Auto shield initiated. Auto shield initiated. Auto shield initiated. Charging systems.
Ally eliminated. Exercise caution. Finally, to auto-termination.
Foster cell
4 minutes to auto termination.
Defense subroutines activated. Heavy damage taken.
Unless you win in 3 minutes. Prove that you can survive. Prove that you desire survival.
Troubleshoot initiated.
Your allies are dying. Is this what you call dinosaur combat?
Overdrive ready. All is linking.
Congratulations. That was a maximally effective battle. Exemplary results like these allow for accelerated development timelines. Generate the
プレイステーション